Hey, what's up everyone? Pastor JAMZ here back with another review, and today we got the debut album from Taylor Grace, Hello Stranger. Taylor Grace, full name Taylor Day Grace, is 30-year-old singer-songwriter from Houston, Texas. Although she's from Houston, Texas, she was actually raised in Memphis, Tennessee, and from according to her Spotify bio, these are her words, she returned to Texas because of a death of a family member. How unfortunate. However, she met Charlie Crockett in while she came back to Texas and had been dating him since 2020 from what I understand, and for 3 years they were going at it steady and got engaged New Year's Day 2023. Kudos to them, so happy for them. And I actually saw Charlie Crockett perform at a rodeo this February, where just a week before that, Taylor Grace released her debut album. I had no idea. If you're not a straight, I just reviewed Charlie's latest album, that his second album that he came out with this year, Visions of Dallas. $10 Cowboy Chapter 2 last week, and earlier in April he came out with $10 Cowboy, which I gave a 10 out of 10, and Visions of Dallas gave a 9 out of 10 last week. I was really surprised by this since she came out with it on Valentine's Day this year, and what shocked me and surprised me is that there's no promotion at all. There was no I mean, self-promoting, sure, but there's no record label tied to her. Charlie's label wasn't exactly, mentioning this or that, or even like saying that they themselves have like they're pushing this album out, if that makes any sense. And I get it, trying to not get a free ticket type thing. There's always couples in the music industry who, unfortunately, things don't work out, and like there's drama, like, oh, only using him or her for fame and stuff like that, which has happened before. But I don't know. I don't really get that from this. But the only thing I can think of as to why there's no promotion, I guess, of other than self promotion, of course, that she does on her Instagram, is just that, just not wanting a free ticket, even though he is. I mean, he's up there in terms of country music and in general, and I don't know. That's just how it seems to me. But this is her debut album. She has been writing music. She is a big time writer since 24 years old and had done singing, from what I understand, in Memphis, Tennessee. And now she is 30 years old and recorded her first album with many more to come. So, hello, stranger. Let's jump right into this thing. We got 13 tracks in 42 minutes. I was shocked by what the sound was in terms of production and the whole drive of the album. I mean, pretty good sized album, by the way. Hey, 6 years in the making. I mean, basically since 24 years old. And lots of writing. I didn't expect it. It's a Motown slash country album. That caught me completely by surprise. But I mean, it's understandable. She's from Houston, Texas, raised in Memphis, Tennessee. What can you say? I mean, there's a lot of influence, and I like Charlie, she really does take in and dissect and absorb the culture that she has been raised from and surrounded by all these years. I mean, that's gonna seep into your art some way or another, whether you realize it or not. And I think it's amazing how she does that Motown sound, which I have not heard recently at all. I mean, I gotta say, the last thing I probably heard was maybe 2021, 2022, maybe, but it wasn't even like something that was very mainstream. It's a very underrated genre and really needs to make a comeback, which I believe it is and should, honestly. It's unfortunate that she only has 4,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. I guess you could say the same for Apple Music. So let's give it, even 8,000 altogether on the two major platforms of music streaming. And don't take that away. Like, it's amazing. Her production is spot on, and I believe, I want to say there was a favor called in from Charlie for that one. It's professionally made. Her vocals are not terrible. They're amazing. The way that she portrays herself, she really plays country really well. This is also a slash country album, I want to say. And I also want to add that there's a mix of Motown and country elements together on tracks, which I've never heard before. She played, like I said, track number seven, No Thanks to You, and track number eight, Cost You. She really plays that country style and her vocals very well. She switches it up. She goes along with it, and it's conveyed extremely well. She knows her shit, is what I'm basically trying to say. She's no stranger. Hey, hello, stranger. Anyways, even track number five, Guess Who, is is more Motown heavy. The lead up track, Hello Stranger, also self titled. Oh my god! Like I said, it's so crazy how she can. I don't even know how the hell she came up with this, because it was like, if it's done, in my opinion, I feel like if like something like this was done today, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. You gotta really do your research. You gotta play it well, because it's an outdated genre. It's an outdated sound, and wow, blew me away. Especially with the track number two. Also, Boss Universal. Her vocals, she really stretches out those long vocals. Kind of comes out very, and she doesn't even have a high pitched voice. She's very strong, and it sounds very not it sounds strong, it sounds confident, just like Charlie Crockett. And I hate to bring him into this review. I'm trying to let like the spotlight shine on her, but I think I have to bring him in because the two go so well together. The chemistry is there. And I do have to say, some of the tracks that are on here is like as if they sound like as if Charlie could sing them as well. And that's what brings me to my next point. She is a writer. Charlie has openly said to the public that in Visions of Dallas, the first self-titled track, which was number one, was written by her. And that is crazy. Not necessarily saying that she's Charlie's ghostwriter or whatever, but it wouldn't be, like, oh, surprising or out there if the two were constantly working together, since she's a writer. That's what she does. She writes music. It's 6 years in the making, probably even more than 6 years of her writing music and poems and stuff like that. Let's say, oh, you know what, not really feeling this one. Let me see if Charlie wants it, such as Visions of Dallas, which was actually written about him, but I mean, I digress. And, in terms of other themes, or the themes of the album, I do see that it's more feminine. However, it's not to the point where it's a girly girl album. I mean, she has themes of love, where she has fallen in love with men, or maybe she's even writing about Charlie. Kind of like how it's a little bit tongue in cheek with how sleazy men can be, and she knows what game they're playing. She can also play games, but it's not to the point where it's like toxic or anything like that. It's kind of like that. I don't know, like play hard to get type stuff, or something like along those lines. She also understands heartbreak, and it's not to the point where it's sad, but it's to the point where she loves someone, and maybe they're just not they're not gonna work out. That's the best way I could put it. And she recognizes that, and although they are such a beautiful person or an amazing person, it's just something she has to let go, and it's not in her control. And it's crazy. There's also other tracks where she really lifts herself up, and, giving out that confidence, like I mentioned. She's very straightforward, like there's no turning back. Like, yeah, I'm the boss. Like, I'm the one who's gonna, take charge of my life, and that is amazing stuff. You know, Go listen to this thing, Hello Stranger, the debut album from Taylor Grace. Such an amazing album, and just the chemistry is there between the two. I hope they do future collabs, regardless of the promotion or not wanting a free ticket or anything like that. Just don't look at it like that. Honestly, this is some amazing stuff. I really hope and look forward to what else she comes out with. I'm giving Taylor Grace, her debut album, Hello Stranger, a 9 out of 10. Hey, that should tell you all you need to know. Okay, I know I've been busting out the high numbers in these recent reviews, but 2024 has been an amazing year. Also, I know I've been doing a lot more country like reviews and stuff, but hey, that's just how it is. Okay, I know there's a lot of rap albums and hip hop albums, and even some rock albums that have come out that I really want to review, and I'm going to get to them, I swear. Anyways, hopefully y'all enjoyed the review. Link in the description below if you want to check it out. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Pastor JAMZ is out.